Have you ever felt disrespected by someone? Perhaps you've been talked down to, ignored, or made fun of. It's not a pleasant experience, is it? But here's the thing. Disrespect doesn't just hurt in the moment. It can leave a lasting sting, affecting how we feel about ourselves and our relationships with others. Imagine you have a bucket, and every time someone disrespects you, it's like they're poking a hole in that bucket. Over time, if you don't patch up those holes, your bucket can start to feel pretty empty. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Sometimes, it's not the disrespect itself that hurts us the most. It's how we react to it. Think of it like wearing emotional glasses that make everything look like an attack. But what if we could take off those glasses? What if we could see disrespect for what it really is? A reflection of the other person's struggles, rather than a reflection of our worth. That's where the teachings of Buddhism come in handy. They remind us that disrespect is often a result of someone else's suffering, their anger, their fear, their insecurity. And when we understand that, it becomes easier to respond with compassion, rather than anger or hurt. It's like seeing the bigger picture, stepping back from the heat of the moment, and responding from a place of wisdom and kindness. So, in this video, we're going to explore 12 invaluable teachings from Buddhism that will empower you to handle disrespectful behaviors with grace and wisdom. Through these teachings, you'll learn to cultivate patience, practice compassion, and let go of ego. You'll discover the power of mindfulness, silence, and forgiveness. You'll be guided to set healthy boundaries, seek understanding, and cultivate gratitude. And above all, you'll be reminded of the impermanence of disrespectful situations, empowering you to navigate them with resilience and inner peace. But before we dive into these teachings, let's pause and reflect on a fundamental truth. You have to learn the difference between someone disrespecting you versus you feeling disrespected. It's like tuning into a radio station. Emotional ears hear from a place of offense. Sometimes it's not what they said, it's what you are triggered by. And unless you know your triggers, you'll see everything as an attack. But armed with this understanding, let's delve into the heart of the matter. As we embark on this journey together, remember that the path to handling disrespect begins with understanding ourselves and the teachings of compassion and wisdom. Through practice and dedication, you will find yourself equipped to face disrespectful behaviors with strength, resilience, and a heart filled with kindness. So, dear viewer, get ready for a journey of transformation. Get ready to unlock the secrets to handling disrespect with grace and wisdom. And remember, if you find value in this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Our goal is to reach 1,000 likes, so let's make it happen together. Now, let's dive into the heart of the matter and explore these invaluable teachings that will empower you to navigate disrespectful behaviors with grace and wisdom. Are you ready? Let's begin. Lesson 1: Understanding Disrespect. Have you ever felt like someone's words or actions left a sour taste in your mouth? Like you've been treated in a way that just didn't sit right? That's disrespect, my friend. But hold on, before we dive into the nitty-gritty, let's paint a picture together. Imagine you're walking down the street, minding your own business, and suddenly someone throws a hurtful comment your way. Ouch, right? That's disrespect showing its ugly face. It could be someone talking down to you, ignoring you, or making fun of you. Doesn't feel good, does it? But here's the thing, disrespect isn't just about the action itself. It's about how it makes you feel. It's like someone poking a hole in your happiness bucket. Each disrespectful encounter leaves a dent, making you doubt yourself, feel angry, or even lash out at others. But guess what? Sometimes it's not the disrespect that hurts the most. It's how we react to it. It's like wearing glasses that tint everything with offense. But here's the silver lining. Understanding disrespect is the first step to dealing with it. It's like shining a light on the monster under the bed. Once you see it for what it is, you can start to tame it. And guess what? Buddhism has some incredible wisdom to offer in this area. It's like having a wise friend whispering in your ear, guiding you through the storm. You see, disrespect often stems from someone else's struggles, their anger, fear, or insecurity. It's like a mirror reflecting their own pain. And when you understand that, it becomes easier to respond with compassion instead of anger. It's like seeing behind the curtain and realizing that the wizard isn't so scary after all. So, dear viewer, buckle up because we're about to embark on a journey of understanding. We'll explore the different shapes and sizes of disrespect, how it affects us, and most importantly, how we can navigate it with grace and wisdom. Get ready to equip yourself with the tools to handle disrespect like a boss. Let's dive in. Lesson 2: The Heart of Buddhism. In the vast landscape of wisdom, Buddhism shines like a beacon of light, offering profound insights into the nature of respect and interconnectedness. Imagine a world where every being is seen as inherently worthy, deserving of kindness and compassion. That's the essence of the Buddhist perspective on respect. Buddhism teaches us to see beyond the surface, to recognize the sacredness in every being, whether human, animal, or even microscopic. It's about understanding that we're all connected, part of the same intricate web of existence. When we grasp this interconnectedness, respect becomes not just a social convention but a deeply ingrained way of being. One of the fundamental teachings of Buddhism is karma, the law of cause and effect. It's the idea that our actions, thoughts, and intentions have consequences, shaping not only our present but also our future. When we respect others, we sow the seeds of positive karma, fostering happiness and well-being for ourselves and those around us. But perhaps the most beautiful aspect of Buddhism's perspective on respect is its recognition of impermanence. Life is fleeting, like the morning dew evaporating in the sunlight. When we understand this, we realize the futility of holding on to grudges or seeking revenge. Instead, we can approach every interaction with an open heart, knowing that everything is transient and ever-changing. Think about it like this. Imagine a river flowing endlessly, carrying with it the debris of anger, resentment, and hurt. Buddhism teaches us to let go, to allow those negative emotions to drift away like leaves on the water. In their place, we cultivate compassion, forgiveness, and understanding. In the tapestry of Buddhism, respect is woven into the very fabric of existence. It's a thread that connects us all, reminding us of our shared humanity and inherent worth. When we treat others with respect, we not only uplift them but also ourselves, for we are all reflections of the same divine light. So as we journey deeper into the heart of Buddhism, let us remember the words of the Buddha. In the end, only 3 things matter: how much you loved, how gently you lived, and how gracefully you let go of things not meant for you. In embracing respect, we embrace love, gentleness, and grace, guiding us on the path to enlightenment. Lesson 3: Cultivating Patience. Are you someone who finds it hard to stay calm when faced with disrespectful behavior? Do you often feel the urge to react impulsively or lash out in anger? Well, you're not alone. It's a common human experience to feel challenged by the actions of others, especially when those actions seem disrespectful or hurtful. But what if there was a way to navigate these situations with grace and wisdom? That's where the power of patience comes in. Imagine yourself in a bustling market, surrounded by people rushing past, bumping into you, and maybe even stepping on your toes. It's easy to feel frustrated and annoyed in such a chaotic environment, right? But what if you could take a step back, breathe deeply, and remind yourself that everyone is just trying to navigate their own path? Cultivating patience is like creating a shield of calm around yourself, protecting you from the impulse to react negatively to the actions of others. Think of patience as a superpower that allows you to maintain your composure in the face of provocation. It's not about suppressing your emotions or pretending that everything is okay. Instead, it's about giving yourself the time and space to respond thoughtfully rather than reactively. By cultivating patience, you can break free from the cycle of anger and resentment, choosing instead to approach disrespectful situations with empathy and understanding. But how do you cultivate patience in a world that seems to value speed and efficiency above all else? It starts with a shift in perspective. Instead of seeing patience as a weakness or a passive trait, see it as a strength, a skill that you can develop and nurture over time. Like a muscle, patience grows stronger with practice. So, the next time you find yourself feeling impatient or frustrated, take a moment to pause and ask yourself, what would patience look like in this situation? Patience is not about being a pushover or allowing others to walk all over you. It's about recognizing that you have the power to choose how you respond to the actions of others. By cultivating patience, you can break free from the cycle of reactivity and find a sense of inner peace and resilience. Picture yourself standing at the edge of a vast ocean, watching the waves ebb and flow. Patience is like the steady rhythm of the tide, guiding you through the ups and downs of life with grace and ease. So, the next time you feel yourself getting swept up in the chaos of disrespect, remember to cultivate patience. It's the key to navigating life's challenges with wisdom and compassion. Lesson 4: Practicing compassion. Imagine this. You're walking down the street, enjoying the sunshine, when suddenly someone says something mean to you. How does that make you feel? Angry? Hurt? Maybe a little confused? It's natural to feel that way when faced with disrespect. But what if there was a way to respond with kindness instead of anger? That's where practicing compassion comes in. Compassion is like a superpower that we all have within us. It's the ability to understand and empathize with the suffering of others, even when they're being unkind or hurtful. Instead of reacting with anger or resentment, compassion invites us to respond with kindness and understanding. But why is compassion so important, especially when dealing with disrespect? Well, think about it this way. When someone disrespects us, it's often because they're struggling with their own issues. Maybe they're feeling angry, scared, or insecure. By practicing compassion, we can see beyond their hurtful words or actions and recognize the pain behind them. Not only does practicing compassion help us respond to disrespect with kindness, but it also breaks the cycle of negativity. Instead of perpetuating anger or resentment, compassion allows us to extend a hand of reconciliation and understanding. It's about choosing forgiveness over grudges and kindness over bitterness. But here's the best part. Practicing compassion isn't just beneficial for others, it's also good for us. When we respond to disrespect with compassion, we free ourselves from the burden of holding on to anger or resentment. We let go of the negativity that can weigh us down and instead cultivate inner peace and resilience. So how can we start practicing compassion in our daily lives? It starts with small acts of kindness and understanding. Maybe it's offering a smile to someone who's having a bad day or listening empathetically when a friend is going through a tough time. Every little act of compassion helps to make the world a kinder, more understanding place. But it's also important to remember to be compassionate towards ourselves. We all make mistakes and have moments when we're less than perfect. Instead of being hard on ourselves, we can practice self-compassion by treating ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we offer to others. So, dear viewer, as we continue on this journey to handle disrespect with grace and wisdom, let's remember the power of compassion. By practicing compassion towards others and ourselves, we can transform challenging situations into opportunities for kindness and understanding. Let's embrace compassion as our guiding light and make the world a little brighter, one act of kindness at a time. Lesson 5: Letting go of ego. Have you ever felt hurt or angry when someone treated you disrespectfully? It's natural to react defensively to protect our pride. But what if there's another way? Imagine a world where disrespectful behavior doesn't shake your inner peace. That's the power of letting go of ego. Think of ego as a shield we put up to guard our sense of self-worth. When someone disrespects us, it's like a blow to that shield. Our instinct is to retaliate to prove our worth. But what if we didn't need that shield? What if we could find strength in vulnerability? Letting go of ego means recognizing that our value isn't determined by others' opinions. It's an internal journey, where we discover our worth beyond external validation. Instead of reacting defensively, we respond with humility and grace. Picture this. Someone insults you. Your ego flares up, demanding retribution. But instead of lashing out, you take a breath. You realize their words say more about them than you. You choose compassion over conflict. Letting go of ego is a liberation. It frees us from the need for validation, from the cycle of reaction. We embrace our imperfections, finding peace in authenticity. Instead of seeking dominance, we cultivate inner strength. In the face of disrespect, we stand firm in our self-awareness. We don't let others' words define us. We respond with kindness, knowing that true strength lies in compassion. Letting go of ego is a journey towards resilience and wisdom. It's about shifting our focus from pride to inner peace. We no longer seek validation from external sources. Instead, we find fulfillment in our values and integrity. Letting go of ego empowers us to navigate life's challenges with grace. Imagine a world where disrespect rolls off you like water off a duck's back. That's the promise of letting go of ego. It's not about being weak. It's about being strong in vulnerability. So join us on this journey of self-discovery and liberation. Let's learn to let go of ego and embrace the true essence of who we are. Lesson 6: Focusing on inner peace. Have you ever felt like you're caught in a storm of negativity, with disrespectful behavior raining down on you from all sides? It's easy to get swept away in the chaos, but amidst the turbulence, there's a beacon of light, inner peace. Imagine a calm oasis within yourself, a place where the storms of disrespect can't touch you. That's what focusing on inner peace is all about. It's about finding your center, even when the world around you feels chaotic and unkind. When you focus on inner peace, you're not just avoiding conflict or pretending everything is okay. Instead, you're cultivating a deep sense of calm and resilience that empowers you to navigate disrespectful situations with clarity and serenity. Think of it like this. When a storm is raging outside, you don't try to stop the wind or the rain. Instead, you seek shelter and find solace in the stillness within. That's the power of focusing on inner peace. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the drama and chaos of everyday life. But by focusing on inner peace, you can create a sanctuary within yourself, a place of refuge where you can weather any storm. Just imagine how different your life could be if you approached every interaction with a sense of inner peace. Instead of reacting impulsively to disrespectful behavior, you could respond thoughtfully and calmly, guided by a deep sense of inner knowing. Focusing on inner peace isn't about ignoring the world or pretending that everything is perfect. It's about recognizing that true peace comes from within, and that no matter what happens around you, you have the power to cultivate that peace in your own life. But how do you actually focus on inner peace, especially when the world around you feels anything but peaceful? It starts with mindfulness, the practice of being present in the moment and aware of your thoughts and feelings without judgment. By practicing mindfulness, you can learn to observe your thoughts and emotions without getting caught up in them. You can let go of the need to control everything and simply be present with whatever arises, knowing that you are grounded in your own inner peace. Another key aspect of focusing on inner peace is self-care. Taking care of yourself, physically, mentally, and emotionally, is essential for cultivating inner peace. Whether it's through meditation, exercise, spending time in nature, or engaging in activities that bring you joy, finding ways to nurture yourself is crucial for maintaining your inner equilibrium. It's also important to surround yourself with positive influences and supportive relationships. When you're surrounded by people who uplift and inspire you, it's easier to maintain your inner peace even in the face of adversity. Of course, focusing on inner peace doesn't mean you'll never experience conflict or challenges. Life is full of ups and downs, and disrespectful behavior from others is bound to happen from time to time. But by cultivating inner peace, you can approach these challenges with grace and resilience, knowing that your sense of peace comes from within and can never be taken away. So, dear viewer, I invite you to join me on a journey of self-discovery and inner exploration. Together, let's explore the power of focusing on inner peace and discover how it can transform not only our own lives, but also the world around us. Because when we cultivate inner peace within ourselves, we become beacons of light in a world that sorely needs it. Lesson 7: Setting Healthy Boundaries. In the journey of handling disrespect with grace and wisdom, one crucial tool is setting healthy boundaries. Think of boundaries as your personal shield, protecting your well-being and dignity. But what exactly are boundaries, and how do they help in dealing with disrespect? Imagine you have a beautiful garden. Boundaries are like fences around your garden, determining what is allowed in and what stays out. Just as you wouldn't let strangers trample your flowers, setting boundaries means safeguarding your emotional and mental space. Now, here's the thing about boundaries. They're not walls shutting others out. They're doors that let in what's good and keep out what's harmful. By setting clear boundaries, you communicate your needs and expectations to others, ensuring mutual respect in your relationships. But why are boundaries so important? Well, picture this. Without boundaries, it's like living in a house with no doors. Anyone can walk in uninvited, disrupting your peace and privacy. Boundaries, on the other hand, create a safe and secure environment where you can thrive. Setting boundaries isn't about being selfish or rigid. It's about self-care and self-respect. Just like tending to your garden, nurturing your boundaries nurtures your well-being. It's a form of self-love that empowers you to navigate life's challenges with confidence and clarity. Now, let's talk about how to set boundaries effectively. It starts with knowing your values, understanding what's important to you, and honoring your own needs. When you're clear about your boundaries, you can assert them with confidence, without fear of judgment or guilt. Remember, boundaries are not set in stone. They can evolve and adapt as you grow and change. It's okay to adjust your boundaries as needed, based on your circumstances and relationships. Flexibility is key to maintaining healthy boundaries. But setting boundaries isn't always easy. It requires courage and assertiveness, especially when facing pushback or resistance from others. However, it's worth the effort because boundaries pave the way for healthier and more fulfilling relationships. By setting boundaries, you're not only respecting yourself but also teaching others how to respect you. It's a powerful act of self-empowerment that fosters mutual understanding and harmony in your interactions. So, dear viewer, as you embark on the journey of setting healthy boundaries, remember that you deserve to be treated with respect and dignity. Trust yourself to assert your boundaries confidently and compassionately, knowing that you're creating a space where you can thrive and flourish. Lesson 8: Seeking Understanding. In our journey to handle disrespect with grace and wisdom, seeking understanding stands as a beacon of light amidst the shadows of conflict. Imagine a world where instead of reacting impulsively to disrespectful behavior, we pause, seek to understand, and respond with compassion. This simple shift in perspective has the power to transform not only our interactions but also our relationships and inner peace. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where someone's words or actions left you feeling hurt or confused? It's natural to react defensively or with anger, but what if we took a moment to consider the other person's perspective? Seeking understanding means stepping into their shoes, seeing the world through their eyes, and empathizing with their struggles. Think about a time when you felt misunderstood or judged unfairly. How did it make you feel? Now imagine extending that same empathy to others when they behave disrespectfully. By seeking understanding, we break down barriers of resentment and foster a sense of connection and empathy. Seeking understanding doesn't mean condoning disrespectful behavior. Rather, it's about acknowledging the underlying causes and addressing them with compassion. It's about recognizing that hurt people, and responding with kindness can be a catalyst for healing. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to jump to conclusions and make assumptions about others' intentions. But what if we paused and asked ourselves, what might be going on in this person's life that's causing them to behave this way? This simple act of curiosity opens the door to empathy and understanding. Imagine a world where instead of escalating conflicts, we approach them with a genuine desire to understand each other. It's not about winning or losing, but about building bridges of empathy and compassion. Seeking understanding requires humility and an open heart. It means setting aside our ego and being willing to listen with empathy, even when it's difficult. By doing so, we create space for healing and reconciliation. Think about a time when someone took the time to truly understand you. How did it make you feel? Now imagine offering that same gift to others when they behave disrespectfully. It's a powerful act of compassion that has the potential to transform relationships and foster a culture of empathy and respect. As we navigate the complexities of human interaction, let's remember that seeking understanding is a journey, not a destination. It requires patience, empathy, and a willingness to see beyond surface-level appearances. In conclusion, seeking understanding is a powerful tool for handling disrespectful behavior with grace and wisdom. It invites us to pause, empathize, and respond with compassion, creating a ripple effect of healing and connection in our relationships and communities. So let's embrace the power of understanding and pave the way for a more compassionate and respectful world. Lesson 9: Cultivating Gratitude. Welcome to Part 10 of our journey on handling disrespect with grace and wisdom. In this segment, we explore a powerful tool that can transform how we navigate disrespectful situations. Cultivating Gratitude. Imagine for a moment a magic mirror that reflects not what's lacking in our lives, but the abundance surrounding us. That's gratitude. It's a superpower that shifts our focus from what's wrong to what's right, from what's lacking to what we have in abundance. So, let's dive in and discover how cultivating gratitude can empower us in the face of disrespect. Gratitude is like a beacon of light in the darkness, illuminating the blessings that often go unnoticed. It's easy to get caught up in the negativity of disrespectful behavior, but gratitude invites us to pause and appreciate the good in our lives. It's a practice that reminds us of the countless reasons we have to be thankful, even amidst challenging circumstances. Think of gratitude as a muscle that grows stronger with exercise. The more we practice it, the more natural it becomes to find joy and contentment in everyday moments. It's about training our minds to see the silver linings, the small blessings that often go overlooked. And when we approach life with a grateful heart, even the toughest situations become opportunities for growth and learning. But cultivating gratitude isn't just about counting our blessings. It's also about expressing appreciation for others. When someone shows us disrespect, it's easy to dwell on their behavior and harbor resentment. But gratitude encourages us to shift our focus to the positive aspects of our relationships. It's about acknowledging the kindness, support, and love that others bring into our lives, even in the midst of conflict. Gratitude is contagious, like a ripple effect spreading positivity wherever it goes. When we express gratitude towards others, we not only uplift their spirits, but also deepen our connections with them. It's a powerful way to foster empathy, understanding, and forgiveness, even in the face of disrespect. So, let's make gratitude a cornerstone of our interactions, transforming moments of tension into opportunities for connection and growth. Imagine a world where gratitude reigns supreme, where every interaction is infused with appreciation and kindness. It's a world where disrespect holds no power because gratitude shines brighter. And while we may not be able to change the behavior of others, we can change how we respond. So, let's choose gratitude, let's choose love, and let's navigate life's challenges with grace and wisdom. But cultivating gratitude isn't always easy, especially in the face of disrespect. It requires practice, patience, and a willingness to see beyond the negativity. It's about embracing the imperfections of life and finding beauty in the midst of chaos. So, let's commit to cultivating gratitude each day, starting with small acts of appreciation and gradually expanding our hearts to embrace all that life has to offer. Gratitude isn't just a fleeting emotion. It's a way of life, a mindset that shapes how we perceive the world around us. It's about living with a sense of abundance, even when the world seems bleak. And when we approach life with gratitude, even the darkest moments become opportunities for growth and transformation. So, as we journey forward, let's remember the power of gratitude to light our way through the darkest of times. Let's embrace each moment with an open heart and a spirit of thankfulness, knowing that even in the face of disrespect, we have the power to choose love and gratitude. Together, let's cultivate a world where respect and kindness reign supreme, one grateful heart at a time. Lesson 10: Embracing Impermanence. In the vast expanse of existence, there's a profound truth that whispers through the ages. Everything changes. This simple yet profound concept is what Buddhism calls impermanence. Picture the world around you: the shifting seasons, the rising and setting of the sun, the ebb and flow of the tides. Impermanence is the heartbeat of life itself, reminding us that nothing stays the same forever. But what does impermanence have to do with dealing with disrespect, you might wonder? Well, dear viewer, it holds the key to liberation from the shackles of resentment and anger. You see, when we realize that disrespectful situations are fleeting, like clouds passing in the sky, we can find peace in knowing that they won't last forever. Think about a time when you felt disrespected. It may have consumed your thoughts, stirred up emotions, and left you feeling wounded. But here's the thing: that moment, that feeling, it's all impermanent. Just like the changing seasons, it will pass. Embracing impermanence empowers us to let go of grudges, to release the weight of resentment from our shoulders. It teaches us to ride the waves of life with grace and resilience, knowing that every storm eventually gives way to clear skies. Imagine a river flowing steadily downstream. It encounters rocks, obstacles, and bends along the way, yet it never stops moving forward. Similarly, when faced with disrespect, we can flow like the river, adapting to life's twists and turns with ease. But impermanence is not just about letting go of the negative. It's also about cherishing the beauty of the present moment. It's about savoring life's fleeting joys, knowing that they too are impermanent. So, dear viewer, as we journey through the ups and downs of life, let us embrace impermanence as our guiding light. Let us find solace in knowing that nothing lasts forever, not even the sting of disrespect. And in doing so, let us discover the freedom to live with open hearts and unwavering peace. Conclusion. Welcome back, dear viewer, to the culmination of our journey in understanding how to deal with disrespect with the wisdom of Buddhism. We've traversed through insightful teachings, practical strategies, and profound insights, and now it's time to bring it all together. Imagine a serene pond, reflecting the beauty of the surrounding landscape. In the same way, your mind can be a tranquil oasis, unaffected by the ripples of disrespect that may come your way. But achieving this inner peace isn't just a lofty goal. It's an attainable reality, and you hold the key. Throughout this video, we've uncovered the power of understanding, compassion, and resilience. We've learned that disrespect often stems from the struggles of others, and that by responding with kindness, we not only uplift them but also ourselves. Just as a lotus blooms from the muddy waters, we too can rise above disrespectful situations with grace and dignity. It's about embracing impermanence, recognizing that every challenge is fleeting, and every moment is an opportunity for growth. But remember, dear viewer, you're not alone on this journey. You have a community of fellow seekers, united in their quest for wisdom and inner peace. Together, we can support each other, learn from each other, and grow together. So, as we draw this video to a close, let us carry forth the teachings of Buddhism in our hearts and minds. Let us cultivate patience, practice compassion, and let go of ego. Let us focus on inner peace amidst life's turbulence, setting healthy boundaries, seeking understanding, and embracing gratitude. And above all, let us remember that the path to handling disrespect begins with understanding ourselves and the teachings of compassion and wisdom. Through practice and dedication, we can equip ourselves to face disrespectful behaviors with strength, resilience, and a heart filled with kindness. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Wisdom Woven for more transformative content. Together, let's weave a tapestry of wisdom and compassion that enriches our lives and the lives of those around us. Until next time, may your path be filled with light and may you always walk it with grace.